Hello! So, for those of you who don't know, the 29th, 30th and 31st of December were the Christmas Booktubeathon 2016, which is where you try and read 3 books in 3 days, or 300 pages per day. I don't know if I necessarily achieved 300 pages a day, but I did read 3 books. What did I read? I don't even remember what I read. Oh my god, what did I read? I read Fun Science by Charlie McDonnell, which I have already reviewed 2 days ago. I read Directing Young People in Theatre by Samantha Lane, which I have just reviewed, so it will be up just before this one. And now I'm reviewing Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, which is the 3rd and final book that I read in the 3 days. And I actually read the majority of this and Directing Young People in Theatre in the same day. Success. So this is the 3rd and final book in the Grisha trilogy, and I read the first 2 books I think much earlier this year, like February or March, so I was a bit worried about whether I'd remember, but it's so well done and so beautifully written that you can just dip back in almost a year later and still remember what's going on. So that's awesome. I love this series so much, and it's such beautiful writing that I can't help but see the whole thing as a film, and I wish it would become a film. This is my favourite series of all time for wanting it to become a film or TV show. So there's that. That's quite high praise, I think. Oh, it's so good. So the Grisha trilogy, for those of you who don't know, are about the magical Grisha who have varying different powers, whether that's powers to control the wind or make fire, or to stop control hearts and do healing, or whatever it is. And it's about our main girl, Alina, who is part of the army, and she's an orphan, and her and Mal, it's always been her and her friend Mal against the world, but actually maybe there's more to her than we first realised, and it's quite intense. We go through a lot. The first book is pretty chilled. It's like a lot of these YA series where someone finds out they're actually different to who they thought they were. They spend the first book training, but then all hell breaks loose at the end of the first book. And it goes mad, and we have, To Save the World, which is a fairly obvious plotline, but it works so beautifully and it feels so new and fresh in this series. It doesn't feel drawn out or, the same as so many others. I have something in my eye. Yeah, it doesn't feel the same as so many other stories which have a similar breakdown. I just love it. I think part of it is that all of the characters are so... You have such strong emotions towards them, and you don't absolutely 100% love or absolutely 100% hate any of the characters. Apart from maybe the priest. But you kind of... They're so complex, all of them, that you just have a real emotion towards them. And even our main baddie in this, I kind of like. And I've started casting this whole thing. I think it's not so much that I want it to be a film series, even though it would be absolutely incredible because of the writing and the storyline and the concept of all of it is so brilliant. But it's mostly because I would love to play Alina so much. I would be great. I would be a wonderful Grisha. Yeah. That's that. I haven't read Six of Crows, which is the first book in the new Leigh Bardugo series, which is apparently even more incredible than this series, which I didn't actually know was possible. So I'm excited and ready to move on, although I've got a million other books to read that I actually own. But I definitely will be starting Six of Crows, whatever the series is called, next year. I am determined in that. Okay, my plan for 2017 is to have 5 reviews a week. Every day except Tuesday and Thursday. Sunday will always be a book review, so there will always be at least 1 book review every week. That is my intention. That could go horribly wrong when I start my new job, but for the time being, at least 1 book review a week on a Sunday. The rest of the time will be film or book or TV or theatre reviews. I have coming to you, what is today? Today is Sunday. On Monday, tomorrow, I have a review of the new Disney film Moana coming to you. I have, my next book review will be on Sunday. It will be Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. And that is everything. Thank you very much for watching. See you tomorrow with my Moana review. Bye!